Boy, have the lines been drawn, y'all, for who stands where. All of us have been keeping up with this, and like somebody said, Wednesday felt like a gut punch, and it really, really did. But a lot of us were not in the least surprised by it all. But we're seeing where everybody stands. But the most illustrious one of all of betrayal and throwing his state under the bus was Lindsey Graham. I mean, I gotta hand it to him. He's amazing. Lindsey Graham is amazing. He is so gifted. I tell you what, I love to listen to him speak and debate because he's brilliant in it. He made betrayal sound so eloquent, and not everybody can do that, you know. And he talked out of both sides of his mouth. And he did in such a way that if you don't sit back, you don't even recognize that he's doing it. First off, I tell you what, I got to agree with him when he did rebuttal on Senator Cruz's deal about going back to the 1800s and going according to that. What good is that going to do? You have all these people, set in order to listen to it, and if you pick the corrupt ones, even he stated that. He even stated, Pelosi and John Roberts and Schumer and any of those get on there. It doesn't matter how much evidence goes out. Their neck is on the line, man. They got to win or they die because of treason. So I agreed with him there. But when he said that there was no evidence, that was a lie. And Lindsey Graham knows it. Sidney Powell has it out on, defendtherepublic.org. You can go there. It's for the public. Over 200 and some odd pages of evidence, forensic evidence, evidence of foreign interference, hundreds and hundreds of signed affidavits of people who witnessed the fraud. And then he said, we've been asking for evidence, but they won't give it. Oh, that was a bald-faced lie. I don't really know what a bald-faced lie is, why that's different from a lie. But anyway, I would put that in the bald-faced lie category because it's out there for the public, for everybody. And Lindsey Graham knows it. And the fact of the matter is, all of the judges, they didn't decide when they turned the case away. They didn't turn it away on its evidence. They turned it away because they didn't want to look at the evidence. They're not even looking. They're not asking. They're running. And so then, what does he do? Oh my gosh, he's a master at talking out of both sides of his mouth. Well, after he said there was no evidence, then he brings up the court case of Philadelphia, who brought it before the court that they had illegally, against the Constitution of their own state, changed the voting rules days before the election, which is totally illegal, which would make anybody that is honest questionable of their reasons and the outcome of that, of fraud, opening their state up to fraud. He states and agrees that they broke the law. It is totally illegal, but the corrupt judge cast it down, and he said, I disagree with the judge's decision, but I have to lend my allegiance to them anyway. Enough is enough. Let me tell you, there is no time for us to go, oh, enough is enough. I've got to give in to tyranny. Yes, we have just argued too long, so let's just let the tyrannical leaders rule. Bullcrap, Lindsey Graham. That was the most eloquent, spineless wonder speech I have heard ever. I wished I had your talent, sir, but I do wish you were a true patriot. Thousands, literally possibly 1 million people were right outside that building, and they were there because the guys in that building are supposed to represent us. And he was sent to Congress to stand for freedom, for right, for saving a republic. And it's not about President Trump, y'all. It's about clearing up the corruption, or we have no electoral voices. We have no voice in this nation. This has got to be dealt with now, or we have lost the republic. We have lost our nation, and we are close to becoming a Venezuela, y'all. And Lindsey Graham is no fool, but he's got one foot he's got one foot on the dock and one foot on the boat. He's keeping all doors open, you see, because he's riding the waves like a true politician. He's not standing for what's right, and he's not standing for what his people sent him to Congress to do. He is standing to where he can keep his career going, and y'all, that's a weasel. Any way you want to look at it, he's a weasel, a smart weasel, a brilliant weasel, a gifted weasel, but a weasel. And anyway, he threw his state under the bus, man. I'm telling you, those, for whatever reason that you decide you have to cast your vote, for the tyrannical side that wants to take our rights. 75 million people that they want to take our vote away from us? And I believe it's probably more than that. It's going to come out, y'all, because truth has a way of surfacing. Truth can be real irritating that way. It has a way of surfacing. And I'm telling you, there are going to be a bunch of people embarrassed and beyond embarrassment, shamed, and hopefully brought to justice. Because, I've even thought, I told somebody, I would run for a political office, except I'm just kind of really not knowledgeable about government. But then I look at like AOC, and she gives me hope. She's an inspiration, because AOC is dumber than a bucket of rocks, and she's there. So maybe we should run. I don't know. I can't be as eloquent as Lindsey Graham, but I'll tell you this, I won't bow to tyranny, and I will not sell my state, my American patriots, my nation, my God. I will not sell him out for the sake of keeping good standing with people who have the money or seem to be in power. God bless our president, Trump. God bless America. God bless all you patriots out there who are not bowing down or yielding or dropping your hands and throwing down your sword in the midst of this war, this battle for the soul, for the freedom of our nation.